day I graduated college in 2005, I decided to start a rental company. It took a few years until it became successful enough to be my full-time job, but now it's all I do. My hope is to help you by sharing my knowledge.
Hey there. So I just made 2 videos of 20 by 20 tent setups. That's what we had earlier today. One's edited with a voiceover, and another one is just straight set up the camera and just go, just to show you how it's done. We did only have 2 guys, so it took a little bit longer. If we had 3 guys, it would take about 5 to 8 minutes less. But you know, it's the beginning of the season. I don't have everyone in yet until we start doing big tents. But anyways, this video is about labor. You gotta treat labor as an inventory item. You can't charge a customer labor. Say someone needs to be on site for 4 hours for the event. They just want someone to, like, you know, maybe open the sides, or if the lights need to be dimmed, or a table needs to be moved, or, you know, there's many different reasons why people want someone on site for a wedding. And say your guy makes $15 an hour. You can't charge $15 an hour, because on top of that, you've got workers' comp, you got disability insurance, you got all these sorts of things on top of that. Plus, there's no reason why you should send a guy out for your cost, for your exact cost. You should be making money on your guys. That's basically what they do, what you do when you send them out for rental items. You're making money on those items, but you're also making money off of them working, like, because you can't do it all by yourself. So, like, minimum, like, on site, you gotta, I would say, charge $50 an hour. So you're making about $25 for a guy being there. You can't just charge exactly what your cost is. I mean, you can, but it just doesn't make sense. Similarly, can't say that, whatever. Also goes for, say you got to pick something up at midnight because the venue requires that you do that. We at minimum charge $200 for that. Sometimes it can be up to $500 depending on what's there and how long it's going to take. Now, the reason that I do that is because if I have 2 guys with me and they don't get home until 2 o'clock and don't go to bed until 2:30, 3 o'clock, you have lost them for the next day. How much are those guys worth to you the next day? You either got to have more employees on staff than you need, or you got to find extra people just randomly, or you just got to be shorthanded. If you're down 2 guys on the next day, that is worth a lot to you, plus a lot of headache. So you have to account for them being gone. Plus, I like to discourage late night pickups. That's why we charge so much. I want to pick up the next day during normal working business hours. But if you have to do it, charge for it, because you're going to lose those guys. And you need to make money on them still. You always got to make money on your guys. Same thing goes with an elevator fee, or like an excessive stair fee. Like, if you deliver tables to a building that has no elevator and it's got to go up to 3rd floor, that's going to take a lot longer than you just pulling up to your front door and bringing things in, or pulling up to a loading dock. So you got to charge for those stair fees. There's no real solution to it. I charge anywhere from $50 to $100 just to make up the time. And it makes a little bit of money on top of those guys working the extra time. And then an elevator is obviously faster, but we charge a $50 elevator fee because if you got a big order, you can't just fit it all in one elevator trip. You're gonna have to take multiple trips, and it depends. Is the elevator small? Is it slow? Is it a person elevator where you gotta, like, you know, you can't fill an entire person elevator with all your stuff because other people are gonna be trying to get on. You gotta leave room. If it's a freight elevator, those have their own difficulties too. Like, if you're not familiar with it, you don't actually know what floor to stop at because it's not like numbers inside of it like a person elevator. And then you got to take into account, like, going through back hallways and back rooms and all this. So the basic gist of this video is, anytime you're doing something with extra labor involved, or just labor, if you send a guy for an on-site, you know, person, or the customer, this happens rarely, the customer wants you to set up their own tent, or set up their tables and chairs, or something that they own, you got to charge more than what it costs you for that employee, so that, you know, you're in business. you gotta make money. We have line items for this. We have a group thing called labor, and then my line item is, you know, table and chair setup, elevator fee, stair fee, and then I have one that just says like change name here, because we can put it in on the contract and then change it to whatever we see fit. Like if it's like excessive distance, like if we got to walk a mile from where we're allowed to park, we'll put excessive distance over 300 feet and then charge a boatload for it. So any sort of labor issue that arises, we have a line item where we can change the name of it and change the price. It's just you have to do it. It's part of business. You have employees and you need to make money on their work. You're not gonna get anywhere if you just charge exactly what they cost you. You have to charge more. Like we are exploring opening up a full-fledged server business where all these caterers, you know, they're short-staffed all the time and they need servers. The server is going to cost me about $21 an hour, you know, with pay and workers' comp and Social Security and all this stuff. I can't charge $21 an hour. That would be a horrible business. And this business is entirely service related. There's no rental products that go with it to make up for the loss in labor. I have to charge more than what this employee cost me for this business to even make sense. So I'm going to be charging anywhere from, there's one company that charges $27.50, but they did get in trouble because they were using those employees as contract employees, giving them a 1099 with no insurance and this and that, and they were paying them like $15 an hour. So then they got all the rest of that money, but they just got in trouble and they stopped because they had to pay a whole bunch of fines and fees, and their backed disability insurance for New York State. So they're not doing it anymore. So I can't charge $27.50. It's going to have to be closer to like $32.50 for me to make money on these people. And it's not just a simple business. Like, I'm not going to be on site. There's going to be a manager, but you know, it's hard to find these people and like get them to come in on time or get them to show up, because it's not like an everyday kind of job. It's like this Friday you have something, next Wednesday you have something. You know, it's just like a part-time after hours job from your normal job. So there's going to be headaches involved. So I'm not going to just be doing this for just a few bucks an hour for me. I want to make, you know, $10, $15 an hour on 10 different people out. That's just a perfect example of charging for labor. You know, it's easier to understand service where it's just people doing something, charging, you need to make money on their labor. You kind of feel like in this business where you're making money on the rental items, that you don't have to charge that much in excessive labor cost, but you still do. It's cutting into your profit. So that's just gist of the video. I was just driving thinking about that. Let me know if you have any questions. But anyways, charge for labor, charge accordingly, make money on the excessive labor or the things that slow you down. Don't just charge what your employee costs you. Thanks for watching. One last thing, if you can help me out, I'm trying to come up with a name for this, server service. It's going to be called CNY blah blah blah. CNY is the short for Central New York. So CNY blah blah blah, like CNY serving helpers. I'm really drawing a blank on a name. So if you could put in the comments some sort of creative name that gets across the point that we are offering extra help for events, serving only, not like decorating and this and that, just serving, clearing tables, everything that a caterer would need in an employee if they are short-staffed. But again, thanks for watching.